All right, what is up, fam? How we all doing? Let's get this live popping. CJDV, how we doing, fam? Sister, how we doing, brother? Did you end up getting on that Solana short? One up. How you doing, brother? MHALIM 2005, how you doing? Thank you for coming on the live. How much can virtual go down after the Bank of Japan? Okay, we'll look at virtual. Steven, good evening. Sister, you made some good money. All right. I'm taking a little page out of your book and longing Bitcoin. Otherwise, I'm going to be waiting till tomorrow to make any money. Not that Bitcoin will play out, but we'll see. We'll go over Bitcoin, guys. I put up a trade setup for Bitcoin and for Solana. I am in a Bitcoin long. Okay. Yeah, I'm in a Bitcoin long. Crazy. I'm in a Bitcoin long. I'm going against my downtrend. Well, I'll give it to you guys straight. The market in Tokyo is in accumulation. We're in accumulation in Tokyo. It is the same song and dance, guys. Really, I could probably say we're not bearish or bullish right now. After watching the past couple of days, seeing this morning, I didn't trade this morning. I didn't like how we were ranging above the uptrend. We didn't even backtest the uptrend. New York completely wiped out everybody. And there was literally no direction. And then one big sell candle. There was no retrace. So New York is the most volume session. London just wrecks everybody at night that holds shorts. So if you're holding a short into London, not a good idea. Okay. And then potentially Tokyo is accumulating. Okay. People are not bearish in Tokyo. They don't care. They have a lot of money in Asia. They have a lot of money. They're going to set their buys and they're going to set their shorts and they're going to go to sleep all happy and everything's going to be kosher. Even when they raise rates in a couple of hours. Yep. Argil, there you go. Short. We did short. I shorted after the live. Nothing happened during the live, and then I shorted. But I didn't short Bitcoin. I shorted Solana. So make sure you guys are in our app or our website, guys. beastlimitless.com. We crushed it. I put out this Solana trade. I wanted to be on the live for another hour. I knew something was going to happen. Either we were going to pump or we were going to dump. And we absolutely red candle dumped, right? But anyways, Solana, we posted a Solana trade, guys, here at 122.50. Bang, it dumped all the way to 116. Really good profit today. If you guys are not in beastlimitless.com, it is completely free. You're missing out on free money, guys. I'm posting real setups with pretty much a ton of information. Okay. And right now in this market, there's not a lot of direction. Okay. So I'm in a Bitcoin long. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys why. I keep on saying don't go against the trend. Well, we're not in a bear market. We're not in a bull market. At least not right now. Yes, we are dumping, but yes, we are pumping. We are actually in a bear market, but all we're doing is we're pumping and dumping inside of this range. London is pumping. New York is selling. It is clockwork. And one of the reasons too is we're at the bottom of the channel, but we never hit the actual bottom at 83.6. So I am expecting, this is like clockwork at this point. This whole week has been clockwork. McKeed, you're right. New York take out the London low to Asia low. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about, okay? But essentially, New York took out the London low. New York took out the Tokyo low. Yeah, New York took out the Tokyo low. Tokyo is going to accumulate. Again, guys, I'm personally in a long. I don't long the market. I always tell you guys don't long the market. I have a stop loss here at 84. It is a 4x trade. I'll even show you guys my trade right now just to make sure I'm, legit here with you guys, okay? We're up we're doing about 4x, a 5x long, okay? Very simple. Up $5, down 90, up 5, down 90. Because what we're doing is we're ranging in this area for Tokyo. Tokyo does not sell and Tokyo does not pump, at least not right now. So we broke out of the 1 minute. And if we want to make any money in this market because things are dropping so much, we need to be playing the sessions like clockwork. So what I can see right here is we broke out of the 1 minute. And we have a perfect back test. Then we got a little fake out of our pennant on an uptrend here. Our 15 already broke out. And our 1 hour is very, very oversold. There is a possibility we do wick down to about 84.5. But as of right now, we are in a mini uptrend. And it looks like London is going to take out the New York high. Okay. Asian market almost always play out the yin-yang pattern. Balance. All right. Guys, smash up that like button, guys. Let's absolutely run up this live tonight, fam. Let's get it. Let's get this trending all over the internet, okay? So, Sinster, did you end up longing when I put out the setup? Again, guys, I don't recommend longing this market, but I'm also not going to pass up on money. And if I lose very little, okay? How you're going to win in crypto, and at least in this manipulation market, is you got to be a good loser, but when you win, you got to cash in. You got to absolutely go to the bank and cash in. But when you lose, you got to have a smile on your face and you got to be a good loser. $200, $300, 400. Okay. But your win is going to be a 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 2,000, 3,000, and so on. Right. But essentially we have key resistance right here at our 800 SMA. It looks to me that London is going to go for at least 87 and go for this New York high. And then New York is probably going to bring us back down at the top of the channel. Now, as of right now, we are going to pump and dump, and nothing is going to happen in this market until we break this low. Sure, we broke the support right here. But the problem with that support bounce right there is, what am I doing? Okay. Problem with that support bounce right here. Again, guys, top of the hour, Tokyo. I am in a long, non-financial advice. I would not long this market if you can't handle losing, okay? Everybody's trying to win in this world in trading. We don't have to always win. We could take risks. Scared money don't make money. But this isn't really risk because we already broke out. So essentially what you see here, guys, on the 1 hour time frame is we broke out. We're going sideways. We're in a little W pattern, rounded bottom, whatever you want to call it. Rounded bottoms pay the bills, and they're beautiful in a great way, right? But 87.1 is really the next target, okay? Because we're playing this bearish range. We're playing the highs, but we're playing the lows, all right? And essentially 89 is the next target if you pass this equilibrium. I almost want to go live into London today, but I won't be able to do it. I'm so tired from doing 2 lives a day when the market is doing nothing. But yeah, a good take profit on this long is going to be about 87 to 87.1. And then ultimately 89.3. And judging by what London has been doing, I see us taking out the New York high. Even you can see the other night, London was taking out the New York high yesterday before the New York session opened. Right? So a lot of stuff on the chart here, but basically we can see that Tokyo does not want to play ball. It is London versus New York. That is it. Tokyo's here. Hold my beer, holding up the market, pumping the market, or I mean shorting the market probably, and buying at the bottom. That's the reality. So yeah, I'm in a long. I longed about wherever I showed you guys, and I'm looking for it at least to pump to 87.1. If it breaks 87.1, we go to the top around right here, okay? And this is what happens in a bearish downtrend market. But I will say, guys, the bearish market in 2022 was the bearish market in 2022, guys, basically was bearish because there wasn't too much mass adoption in crypto. Now there's mass adoption and big players are playing the market. That is fine. Let them play, right? So Linda, what is up? Nice to see you. How are you? OG people coming back. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. I'm afraid right before the Japan announcement, the whales spike up to take up all the shorts people are placing. Now expecting a dip, then wicking down violently to grab the longs. Yeah, possibly, right? 87.1 would be a good take profit. I wouldn't be banking on this long though, guys. Like, I'm not looking to win this trade. I'm in it because if I lose, I'm going to lose less. We're in a downtrend market, right? The trade setup that I shared to everybody, we're in a downtrend. If you don't like losing, don't place the trade. All right, non-financial advice, guys, please. ICP, Gizmo, how you doing? Vasta, how you doing? Guys, I appreciate y'all. Let me know what trades are you guys in. Let me know what you're thinking of the market. Not a lot of people know what is happening, but we can kind of look at it and we can see London is taking out New York and New York is taking out London. It is a back and forth battle. The risk versus reward is worth it. Absolutely, Sinister. Absolutely, right? I like to show you guys my thumbnails because I'm proud of them. But here's the thumbnail today. I worked extra hard on this one right here. Live trading KO 70K BTC. That is the best I got for you guys on this one after this type of day. All right, let's take a look at Internet Computer. Smash that like button, subscribe, guys, if you haven't subscribed. Okay, so Internet Computer, we're still looking at the downtrend. Oh wow, we really hit the bottom now. Let me go look at ICP on our liquidity gaps here. Guys, no matter how much volume or how much not volume, we're gonna be here. I don't care if we go full bearish with nothing. We are going to find a trade setup and we are going to make profit. Non-financial advice. Anything could happen. Protect your capital. Trade when volatility kicks in, like London session to New York. Rinse and repeat. McKeed, you're on it. You're on it, right? You got to find what works for you. So ICP is pretty much done in the shorter term here. Yeah, ICP breaks this area right here at 276. ICP is going to drop to about 240. You need to break this area right here on ICP. But if you break this area on Internet Computer, guys, this is going to be a dynamite short, like dynamite. Wow. ICP is even breaking the downtrend. Yeah, ICP is good. It is catching a falling knife, but this is looking like a really, really good short to about, I would say to about 249, but ultimately it could drop all the way down to 196. I'm longing the rate hike. Absolutely I am. I'm going against the market. 100% I'm longing the rate hike. If I get wicked out, I get wicked out. But here's the thing. My stop loss is going to be way below here. So whatever happens, if they wick it down to 84, I'm still in the trade. If not, I lose the trade. It's a 4x, right? So I'm going to hold this into London. Hopefully wake up. We have some green candles. If not, I'm going to get in a short. I normally long Bitcoin 10x or short at 10x, but I'm only on a 4x. Go against the grain. I go against the grain a lot, guys. And it usually works out for me. But I also have a stop loss in place if it doesn't. I need to trade, right? Like there is nothing happening in this market except for New York and London. So take advantage of it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Again, I want to be a good loser, but I want to be a better winner. And I typically don't long in this market, guys. I never long in this market, ever. But the sessions are playing out perfectly. London's attacking New York, and New York's attacking London. It really is a session versus session, and Tokyo is just accumulation, right? All right, guys, smash up that like button. I appreciate y'all. Let's run up the live tonight, guys. Let's get every single person thinking about crypto, wanting crypto, seeing this live. Yeah, so just so you guys could see, I'm in the trap. I think I showed you guys this, but I'm literally break even. Like the market is doing nothing. Stop loss 84K. You can see my stop loss right there. Yeah. For sure. Stop loss is 84K. Again, if you don't like losing, don't take the trade. Non-financial advice. Don't even trade. If I personally would not be trading this market, I'm only doing it because I want to trade. Like that's the only reason. Don't go against the trend, guys. It's the reality. But I also see something and I see a pattern, and I'm going to play that pattern. I'm going to milk that pattern until that pattern changes, right? Tim, how you doing, brother? Okay, guys, let's look at something fun. Ethereum. Okay, sure, why not? Double bottom, here we go. So we got a double bottom here, guys, on ETH. Doesn't matter. It is in a downtrend. It is consolidating. This stuff is crazy because it is consolidating right at your resistance after backtesting. I haven't seen that for a long time. Normally what happens is we dump, retrace, and dump. But that is not happening. So you know manipulation is going on. I'm pretty sure everybody knows manipulation is going on. So we got to play it, right? So with Ethereum, same thing. We broke out. We're ranging. New York high is right here. So I would say we are going to pump and take out the New York high yet again. And if I'm looking at, or if Ethereum doesn't do that, that is fine. If you guys have been making money in the Beast Limitless trading community, guys, I want you guys to type 111111 in the comment section below. Not just today, but any day. Okay, yeah. So if you're looking right here, obviously 2,900 would be my take profit if I'm longing Ethereum, but I would be going from that New York high. Definitely would be going for that New York high. So Linda, only a matter of time before they sweep 95K. Yeah, something is not adding up here. Something is not adding up, guys. Normally when we dump, we just dump. We backtest, we dump. It just, we're very, very bearish. Very. You should not be long in this market, but you should be finding the short. And for some weird reason, this keeps on like bouncing. So essentially, where's that top? 95. Are we going to hit 95? I have no idea at this moment. All we're doing is playing the range. But again, my question mark, when things don't play out how I want them to play out, I have to question mark it. I might be really good at my job and what I do in TA, but I have to question mark it. I can't be in my head saying we're so darn bearish when we backtest the trend 3 times. Can't do it. So, Ben, how you doing, brother? Thank you for commenting. White, CJTV, sharp scale, let's go. So, Linda, you're right. Okay. So, guys, what we did here is we hit the top. But the question is, did we really hit the top? Because this peak point right here, yes, it is lining up with my close, but I don't like how it isn't lining up with my wicks. Okay, everybody keeps on talking about this 95K liquidity sweep, and we are very bearish. We're in a downtrend. We're going to 70K, 80, 800 SMA, whatever. Something is not adding up. It is not adding up in my head. We should have dumped. We should have broke the conversion line. We're not. So if that is the case, then it only makes sense that we need to tap that 95. Now, if we break this, 95 is over, but not adding up, okay? So again, my long is looking okay. We're kind of break even, right? 54 bucks. It's looking like turbo. And guys, from what you know from me trading, you know I don't take longs. People have been talking about BOJ for weeks now. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. Young Fly Guy, appreciate you commenting. Bro got a million indicators. It is organized chaos. I'll tell you that much. Welcome to the fam. All right, so we're bouncing off of this uptrend. We're going for that liquidity sweep right here. At least for sure, I can see us going for 87, 1 to 87, okay? I don't know if I want to hold my trade through that into London. I do want to hold my trade into London, but if I make $1,000, I might just be out. Again, I typically don't long a downtrend market. Or I might just set my stop loss and profit below the equilibrium, make $500 and be happy and call it a day, go to bed, wake up, hopefully we're back up here, right? Now, there is a possibility, guys, that we do wick down to 84.2, okay? Huge possibility, right? But my stop loss is below that, so we'll see. Actually, wait a sec. Let me go back to here. Yeah, 84 is a good stop loss. You guys haven't really seen me call any longs or long the market. Not really at all. This is pretty much the first time on the live where I'm going against the grain. It is what it is. All right, guys, smash up that like button, fam. Let's run up that live. Okay, so we looked at this. Now we're going to go look at Sol. Shout out to all the people that made money on Solana, guys. We got a beautiful short here today. Make sure you guys are in my website, my app, guys. It is completely free. I'm calling trade setups. All of them are profitable. Literally all of December, all the trade setups have been profitable. Every single call we've made. I think we might have broke even on one, but it's because I've been respecting the trend. I haven't been longing, so it's the first time. But yeah, essentially we got a Solana short right here at about 122.50. We rode it down to about 116, perfectly hit it. And now Solana's breaking out. I don't trust longing altcoins, I'll tell you that much. So we broke out of there. So it looks like at that point, yep, it looks at that point Solana will target about 125. Tim, thank you. If you are going to trade the BOJ, I recommend being focused and prepared for a bit of volatility. Correct. What's the app? It is beastlimitless.com. Completely free. Completely free. Go sign up. You don't got to pay me. Look, these are trade setups I've been putting out, guys. Long, and we're making we're putting a lot of info here, okay? Your take profits, all of it. Risk, reward. Okay, so the 15-minute RSI 100% broke out. We can see that right here. And we actually did break the 50 on the RSI on the 15-minute. And we're oversold here. Do we got a cross on our MACD on the 30-minute? Yes, we do. So we got a cross on our MACD in the 30-minute. MACD is the lagging indicator. 1 hour will have to catch up to each other. How about XRP, fam? Let's see what XRP is doing. Let's go, Tim. It's the only way. This market is not a trading market from 2017. It is not plug and play anymore. I paid $10,000 for a trading group years ago. All we get is entry, exit, nothing else. It isn't that way anymore. Well, they don't even post in it, but you got to be ready for manipulation. I hustle harder than you, brother. I love the name. Shout out to you. Thank you for commenting. Okay, guys, XRP is tanking a bit. People are selling off here XRP pretty good, I'll say that. 164-ish. We're still aiming for 164. Let's see if there's any support on XRP. I would be the only one that would long a BOJ rate hike, by the way. Just like I would long an FO. If someone says something, I usually do the opposite, by the way. It works out for me pretty good. In trading, only in trading. Okay, so XRP broke out here, guys. There may be an opportunity. I don't know. Again, I'm not touching altcoins, but sure. XRP broke out. So there's going to be a move up to 182. And then we're definitely going to go fill this gap. You have a tweezer reversal right there off your discount sweep low to take out the shorts. So if we close this 1 hour candle here, it is a tweezer reversal on XRP. And then, yeah, we would be targeting that high. Not bad, not bad at all. XRP is looking good, possibly to about 188, guys. This could be pretty good support. Again, I'm not longing altcoins, guys. I will only long Bitcoin in very few scenarios in a bear market, in a downtrend. But Trench Juice, what is up? All right, so we looked at XRP. Tried to join app, code they emailed you isn't working. Go on the website, Argil. Sign up through the website. Sign up through the website and then download the app. If you're on Apple, that's probably why. You have to do it through the browser if you're on Apple. Printed last night was a fire scalping session. Let's go. JJ Blue 777. How you doing, fam? Okay, let's look at Bonk. Do we need to give her C? Absolutely not. No. Did you get your short? I got my short on Solana. That's all I wanted. Bitcoin didn't backtest, so I couldn't get a short. It just dumped. You should be able to sign up. Go through the website, do the website browser, and let me know if it works. Okay, guys, so Bonk has a little double bottom here. Yeah, everything broke out right now. So everything is kind of accumulating. If it doesn't work, email me at beastlimitless@icloud.com. Yeah, I don't like altcoins. Altcoins are weak. Altcoins are very, very weak right now. Bitcoin is weak too, obviously. It's in the downtrend. Virtual. Okay. I was live this morning, guys. We knew something was going to happen. Either it was going to pump up to 95 or dump. And it dumped an hour after my live. Okay, virtual is looking kosher for sure. I don't know. It looks pretty good for sure with the double bottom. What's better than a bottom? Double bottoms put the beautiful women in like Versace and all those brands. That's what I call double bottoms. But yeah, double bottoms are good. So essentially, yeah, virtual could pump to the top. It did break out. It didn't back test though. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about virtual. I don't know what I feel about virtual. It is looking okay for sure. It is in this range. It did break out. Maybe you come back down to here and run up to here. There's a possibility that it pumps to 65. But personally, I wouldn't even look at virtual because if I'm looking at a long, my risk to reward is only a 1 to 3. No, a 1 to 1, which is absolutely horrible. So I'd be looking for the breakout, my stop below my fair value gap, and there will, I don't know, virtual is not really a good risk to reward. Unless you're buying spot, then virtual is okay. Loza, what is up? How you doing? Will pump fund keep slipping? Not sure. What is pump fund doing? Moodale, how you doing? Yeah, absolutely. Bitcoin's in a downtrend market though, right? So longing is, you're going to make more money on your shorts than longs. Right now, I'm absolutely in a long though. Why can't I find... Okay, sure. Let's just do this trend here. Did I talk about MNT? Looks like it broke trend. Did it? I never got my alert on MNT. Did it? Yeah, I'm in a long right now. Non-financial advice, guys. I don't typically long a downtrend market, but For the new people coming on today, we're playing the London versus New York session. It is clockwork while Tokyo accumulates. So why not? We know the pattern, right? Pump fund's going to be a beautiful short when it comes back up. I don't know if I'd be longing. We're up $100 on the long, not too bad. Really, my goal is $1,000, guys. Like, we're in a downtrend market, but so pump fund is in a ridiculous downtrend here. Yeah, if pump fund breaks this area right here, pump fund will absolutely pump. But it is a low cap. I'd be looking for the top. I don't know if I would long low caps. There's just too much volatility, especially in a downtrend. We're moving up a bit. We're moving up a bit. We are definitely moving up a bit. All right. MNT broke trend. Let me see. I didn't get an alert. No, it didn't break trend. It didn't break trend. It almost did. Almost. Very, very close. Something is brewing, guys, and I do not like it. At least for a short, I don't like it. Close. Close. Whoever said MNT broke trend, very, very close. But it has got hidden bullish divergence. And yeah, this could pop up a bit more for sure. But it is very close. So thank you for letting me know MNT is about to break trend, because I'm taking that short all day when it eventually breaks, right? Okay, we looked at Solana, we looked at Ethereum, we looked at XRP. What is Dogecoin doing? I know I wanted to get in a short on Doge and I forgot about it. Nothing. No risk to reward or anything. Let's look at our 1 minute. Guys, this is literally the only time I've longed Bitcoin in this whole downtrend. I'm not kidding. This is the only time. Except on the live when I was trying to long that little scalp there, but that didn't count. Yeah, there's about to be a move in the market. Everybody's about to get really, really pleasantly shocked. One way or another. Let's just say that. But yeah, Doge is looking okay. We just broke out of our little sideways consolidation shindig here on Doge. Absolutely. What trade? I'm only in a Bitcoin trade. I'm only in a Bitcoin long. Here's my Bitcoin long. And here's my stop loss, 84. Again, guys, but here's the thing. If you're longing, know we're in a downtrend market, set your stop loss in profit, okay? Set your stop loss in profit. People are going to get all confident. I got to jump in. I got to jump in and long the market because I'm in a long. No, you don't need to do that. You could, but you don't need to. Now you're kind of chasing it. You could, though. All right. So we're about to hit our equilibrium. So what an equilibrium is pretty much, it is resistance and it is support, but it's kind of there, right? It's like an area to target and to take profit, and it's there. But yeah, I would really go for that top. We'll see. I make a grand, I might be out. I don't know. Yeah, there's Doge. So Doge is breaking out right here. If you want a good long, really, if you want a good long, Doge is a better long than Bitcoin. Non-financial advice, guys. Again, me giving these setups are not anything because you're making the trade. All right. But technically, Doge would be a good long here. But you would have to manage your stop loss. I don't know. I don't even like longing altcoins. Why are we pumping? Essentially, I don't have an answer for that. I'm just going with what I see. I see a pattern. Your stop loss would have to be below 11.8 on Doge. So whatever your leverage is. But I don't know. I don't know if I would long altcoins. That just actually broke out. So it looks okay. Looks all right. The pump is part of the manipulation, guys. This whole thing is a manipulation. I used to do lives and I would say that there's no manipulation. Yeah. Trading is manipulation in general, right? Yeah, I would say Doge is probably going to go for a run, possibly. What's the max leverage? I trade 10. Max is 10. So for example, if I'm making trade, my stop loss is about 500-600, and my win is normally going to be about 12 to 1800 per trade. And I just want to be consistent like that every day, right? Now, most of the time you're winning more because we're looking for a 1 to 3 trade, but 10. I will sometimes go 20x if I catch the top or if I get a back test, but only on Bitcoin, 20x or 15x. Is Aave going to pump so we can short it again? Great question, right? Aave hit our target. So if you guys kept Aave, you would have made a lot of money. But Aave finally hit my target. Well, one of the targets. I don't know. Let's look at Aave. Yeah, Aave should push up to the top here for sure. Yeah, I can see Aave pushing up to 181 again. This would have been a beautiful area to get into Aave. Huge. 170, that would have been great money. But if, again, guys, the downtrend, keep in mind, like I know I'm talking longs right now, but I don't recommend longing the market. I am lining up shorts. I am only longing the market because London is probably going to come in hot. So let's see here. So if we look at Aave, we're running out of room. Aave goes for one more pump. I would love to see Aave back at 190. I would love to see Aave back at 190. I don't know if I'll get it, though. We should hit about 185 on Aave. 186. So that would be a good short area, potentially. 185, 186. Abdullah, thank you for commenting. Yeah, I wouldn't go short right now. Correct. I would not go short right now, but at the top, what 90K or whatever it is. But Cam, shorting is working for you because we're in a downtrend. I have only been shorting this market until I figured out the pattern with London and New York. As soon as Tokyo broke out and accumulated, it was over. Easily to see that London's going to pump through the night and New York's going to do something, pump to the top, manipulate, probably dump back down to 85K after a pump to 90 or higher. Pretty much that's written in the cards, right? So you just kind of got to find the patterns, guys, and it is very, very hard to find. The patterns are not easy to find, I'll be honest. But they are there. All right? Let's get that like button popping off, guys. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, Aave, about 186. That would have been such a nice long right here. Hit that like button, guys, if you haven't. Once Doge breaks out of right here, guys, we're gone. 12.3, we're gone to pretty much 12.8. That is a beautiful resistance and gap on Dogecoin. So if we could break this major resistance right here, we should pump to about 12.8. That's pretty good profit. Do I use Bookmap? Yes, OneUp. I have it on my computer. I opened it last night, but it really slows down everything. Sister, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Okay, Bitcoin just hit the top of the channel, guys, so it's probably going to come down a bit. But I don't see it completely dumping. Every time Bitcoin has hit that bear flag, it comes down to that middle line around 86, whatever, 5, and then pumps up. At least we're getting a bit of action right now on the live. I thought this was just going to be an accumulation live, and maybe at the end we'd start moving up. So it is really nice seeing that. Okay, what about Turbo? I want to get back into a trade on Turbo at the top because Turbo has some good bullish dive right here, actually. Like, did we even break out on Turbo? Yeah, we did. We did break out on Turbo. Turbo is ranging sideways. If this was an uptrend market, I would be opening a long on Turbo right now. But because it is not and Turbo is in the downtrend, I'm not going to do it. However, that is easy money to the top. That is a beautiful trade if Turbo does play out. And see, Dogecoin is rejecting this resistance. So it isn't, we're not ready yet. We're getting set up for London. We are getting set up for the London session. All right, guys, smash that like button, fam. Let's get this live trending. I'm going to set an alert on Turbo right here. I want to see what happens. Where's my alert? There we go. What else have we been looking up here? We got lots of stuff going here. Ergo, whatever it's called. Yo, brother, can you please look at track? No problem. I appreciate you for sure. Abdullah, thank you for your support. One up, I appreciate you. All right, guys. So Agro is Ergo, whatever. I'm never going to get it right. It is looking okay for sure. I would really like to come down to the bottom of the channel, but the fact is here we did break out. If this breaks out and takes off, it will absolutely fly, and I mean fly. Roger, what is up, fam? I appreciate you. BOG interest rates announced. There we go. Are you going to close the long when news for Japan appear? Nope. I'm going to hold my trade. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Again, I'm on a low leverage trade. All right, let's look at Bitcoin here. We could possibly get a drop to the bottom of the channel if we wanted to, because we hit the top. So right now we're in an uptrend, guys. What this essentially means is the market is in an uptrend. If we break this uptrend here, we are going to come down, okay? That is when I'll exit my trade, if anything. Or I'll just break even, right? But we're in an uptrend. We can come down to 85.4, continue up, come down, continue up, all of that jazz. So as long as we're playing this uptrend, I'm fine. If we break it, then we break it, and oh well, tough luck, right? Do I see this breaking? Not really. We'll see. Yo, Creative, what is up? Man, you guys are awesome. All the OG people coming on the live. All right, so we're doing okay on our trade. We're up about 244 US. Not too bad. And then I'm rolling a funded account too as well. So I've got Bitcoin longs on funded accounts. I'm going to show you guys how to make funded accounts in 2026, or not make them, but how to get funded. A lot of stuff is factored in, guys. I don't want to say it, but a lot of stuff is factored in. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. If I lose little. If I win big. We're getting the old band back. Yo, Tim. Let's get the beats pumping. I wish, guys. I wish. Trust me. The money is the beats. All right. Leave it to me to long the market in a rate hike. Leave it to me to do that. All right. You using High Road Trader? Which prop you using? I'm using Atlas funded. I'm using Apex funded. I'm using Elite funded. I'm using Aqua. Guys, I am getting funded accounts, like over 10 to 15 funded accounts. They just give me 100 grand. I have to follow a couple rules, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It is not easy. Your drawdown cannot be more than a loss of 500 per day on some of these. And then some of them, your drawdown cannot be more than 1,000, okay? But I will show you guys how to trade funded accounts. More importantly, how to get them in 2026. My goal right now is getting them, right? That is my goal. So, did Dogecoin break out yet? There you go, guys. Dogecoin's breaking now. So stop loss on Dogecoin would be pretty much below here, right? Boom goes the dynamite right there off that double bottom breakout. Beautiful breakout. But again, if we're doing low leverage, it is fine. 4x, 3x. You got to stop right below this previous week low. It is a week low, so it could be broken. Shout out to you, Mark. Appreciate you. Thank you, fam. Let's go, guys. We're printing. We are printing on our longs. And I never long the market again. So this is cool. We're at 400 right now. Not too bad. We're going for 1,000. Then we're going to reevaluate. There we go. Dogecoin's running a bit. So if I'm talking about Dogecoin, I'm looking at about 12.8. That's beautiful profit. Okay, we're very close to our equilibrium gap right now. Very close. So do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Yeah, but now we have kind of resistance. It isn't a lot of resistance. It is resistance, so nonetheless. But yeah, essentially, I'm looking for it to break that. It could have resistance right here. We're definitely going to go try and take out that 89. We broke this. I just want to pass that equilibrium. If we could get past this equilibrium, that would be really, really nice. Let's go, guys. We are making money tonight. Set your stop losses and profit if you have followed any of my trades. I want to attack that high. Come on, just give me that high and I'll get out of my... I'll be really happy if we attack that high. Having a bit of trouble right here, but it is probably going to break because, let's see. Let's go look at the 4-hour time frame on Bitcoin here. Turbo is doing the pump, guys. There we go. I really wanted to long this. I wanted to... It's fine. We're in a Bitcoin long then. Let's go. Break that high, baby. Break that high. Don't get too confident. We're actually in a downtrend market. Okay, let me look at the 1 hour here for a moment. So you've got another 31 minutes. You're breaking that high. You're absolutely breaking that high. 15-minute RSI on top. 30-minute RSI needs to catch up, guys. I see this breaking that high and taking out New York. Shout out to all the people on the live, guys. This is the first time you see me long the market. I'm glad it worked out. Set your stop losses and profit, though. Don't be greedy. The greed will kill you. BTC 4-hour fake out targeting the upward resistance now in the 4-hour RSI. We need to break the equilibrium. If we don't break this, we are going to come down a bit. But being that we're pumping for another 1 hour, guys, honestly, I would... I think we're going to go 95, guys. Why? Because look at the 18-hour here. The 18-hour is actually moving up. And the 18-hour has ridiculous bullish divergence right now. I didn't even notice that. So if you guys go look at the 18-hour, this is a low and this is a high. That is a higher high on the 18-hour. That is big bullish divergence on Bitcoin, like very big. I didn't realize that on my stochastic RSI. That was, if I would have seen this, I probably would have went for it. No, it's a downtrend market. I'm going to stay with my leverage. I'm a lot more chill. When do we get back into the Solana short? I don't know. Let me look at it. Let me look at it. And let me talk to the people who are sitting on their hands and watching this happen. You are a disciplined trader and you're going to win more trades than a lot of us taking these longs. But don't be upset if you didn't take a long, okay? I normally would leave this and watch it happen. 18-hour bullish divergence on Bitcoin, guys. All right, so where would the short be on Solana? Crypto Squid, what is up? Well, 125. I don't know if I'll be shorting yet, though. With that 18-hour bullish divergence, that changes everything, and I mean everything. I would hold off on shorting, guys, until we see where Bitcoin hits. That 18-hour bullish divergence is going to send Bitcoin. Like we're almost at the New York high already. We're 87.4. Holy, we're 87.4. Crazy. We're going right to the top. Someone's going to look at my thumbnail and be like, yo, you're clickbaiting. No, we're in a bear market. We are definitely in a bear market. So let me look at the high here on Bitcoin. Okay, so we broke the equilibrium. Let's go. Now we're going to 88, 89. Okay, before we say that, we actually got resistance right here. So 88.8 would be my take profit. It could go a lot higher, guys, and it probably will, but I don't know. I would say 88 would be my take. 88.8. I don't know. I'll have to reevaluate that. Because that 18-hour bullish divergence literally changes everything. And London, we haven't even opened up on London. This is just Tokyo. Okay, we got to close here on the 4-hour candle. 25 minutes. Look at that fake out, guys. Remember, okay, if you guys listened to the live this morning, I usually don't go against the MACD ever, which is wide and short. But we faked out. We dumped all the way down to 85 or 84, whatever it was. And now the MACD is crossing up again on the 4-hour. Crazy how that works. And same with the 8-hour, it's about to cross up. We're hitting the fair value gap. Most people were shorting the BOJ news. You were expecting the pump. There you go, Celinda. Right? So now we're kind of hanging out at this equilibrium, which is going to be a bit of resistance and support at the same time. Now, basically what you do, guys, is you set your stop loss and profit below here. So if it dumps, it'll dump. And then you set your stop loss and profit. Okay? Always set your stop losses and profit, guys. It has to break this equilibrium for me to get out. We'll see what happens. We're back testing this breakout as of right now. So we already broke out. Here's the thing, guys. We already broke out of this breakout point. So we could just be back testing this fair value gap and continue up. Even though Tokyo might be playing games, and if they do come back down, I see London pushing this up overall. You got a huge fair value gap here. So if we're looking at the channel, on Bitcoin. We kind of broke the conversion line here a bit. So I'd be looking at taking profit here, if anything. We'll see if we break this. You're going to have resistance in that region too. What leverage am I on for this one? 4x. 4x leverage. Really looking to get this to about $1,000 this trade. See if it happens or plays out. We are back to where we are back for sure. Shout out to all the new people, guys, on the live. I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let me draw a new channel on Bitcoin because I have too much stuff going on here. I'm holding the trade, guys, because I see the channel that it could hit the top. That's essentially what I'm going for. All right, so here's that resistance right here. Again, we have that fair value gap, which is why we're just not pumping past it or through it right away. But in this region is where I'd be taking profit. Then if Bitcoin breaks out, then we could look at getting into another trade. Make sure a stop loss is set with our profit, so we're making profit no matter what. And if Bitcoin breaks out, we get into a higher leverage trade because we actually got a breakout, right? So 1 minute oversold here. 15 minutes. So here's the thing, guys. Even though it's rejecting, you got to keep in mind the RSI has this much more room to catch up to the top. Okay? The RSI has this much more room to catch up to the top on the 45 minute. The 1 hour, the RSI has this much more room to catch up to the top and hit the resistance. So even though we have resistance there, I'm looking at this pumping to the top here in the 1 hour. Once it is at the top of the 1 hour resistance, we're probably going to drop, potentially, right? But I want that equilibrium broken. If I get that, we're rocking and rolling. All right, so Bitcoin's going to hang out for a bit. Jeff, how you doing, brother? What is the reason for the pump? All I'm going to point out is the 18-hour has mega bullish divergence right now in Bitcoin. Mega. Hidden divergence right here on Bitcoin on the 18-hour time frame. So do what you want with that information. And then, guys, keep in mind, too, that 4 hours dropping, but it's almost oversold. And then one more thing, too, is I don't know if you guys remember the top of the live this morning. We have this much more room to run up to the top of the 4 hour. Okay? Everybody was saying drop, guys. Every single person, okay? I go against what people are saying. I wasn't paying attention to the rate hike. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm glad you mentioned it for your own trading, but for my trading, it doesn't affect me. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I notice the pattern in the market. From London and New York, right? So now I want to see what London is going to do. If Tokyo's pumping, what the heck is London going to do at resistance? Well, we got to figure it out, right? I don't know if I'd be holding a trade up here. I probably wouldn't. I'm probably going to get out. BOJ announced 0.75%. 4-hour candle closed in 15 minutes roughly. Absolutely. Shout out to all the new people, guys. If you're new to the fam, let me know where you're tuning in from, and welcome to the Chaos Unfold. We're currently in a long. I might switch. I'm going to hold my long. This is our live trader. Stop loss is 84,000. Now that we got some action happening here, guys, I got to stay live for a bit. All right, let's go take a look at some projects here. Jelly's pumping. So Jelly, we looked at this on the live another day, and I'm looking for a short on Jelly. I'm going to hold Bitcoin and see what happens here. But Jelly, guys, is slowly pumping to this, in my opinion, top. It is really tough for me to tell you guys to long a coin that is up 200%. But if it breaks out of this region right here, Jelly can skyrocket to 74 cents. Let's stream for 86 hours straight. You're killing me. You're killing me. We haven't even enabled super chats yet. I'm kidding. One up. Yeah, so keep an eye on Jelly, guys. Let me see if I can find an entry on Jelly. Yeah, so we're having some trouble at this equilibrium, which is obvious, but I see us breaking it for sure. Who, bro? What is up? H-bar, no problem, fam. Let me look at Jelly here and see if there's actually an area. Yeah, so you're going to hit that 28. Looks like you're definitely going to hit that 28 on Jelly. I want to see if I can find a good entry, though. Okay, so if Jelly breaks this area right here, guys, then you're going to fly. You're going to absolutely fly. I hate chasing trades. I really do. But this thing looks like it is absolutely about to pop. You saw one trader who was waiting for 15 cents to short Jelly. This thing is going to break past 15. I could see Jelly pumping all the way up to 68 cents. Well, the conversion line in the shorter term, and the conversion line is right here about 17. So in the shorter term, Jelly is going to hit 19-ish in the shorter term. All right, cool. So Jelly, I don't know. You guys do what you want with that info. I'm not going to chase it, but it is looking really, really good. Don't we love making money on the live? I appreciate you guys making this the #1 stream on YouTube for crypto. Uniswap. What is Uni doing? A little bit of a fake out there. Uniswap is trying to get freaky with it a bit. Uniswap's looking very, very good, guys. It already broke out. One up, I appreciate you. I would have loved to get the long right here on Uni, but Uniswap could literally fly up to 561. Okay, 4 hours about to close here soon. Wow, Uniswap's bouncing off this channel. Let me see if I can find a good entry on Uni. Good entry on Uni is what? Let's see. In the above this equilibrium high right here. If Uniswap breaks this area, one up, I appreciate you. Thank you. If Uniswap breaks this area, guys, around 515, which it looks like it is going to, this thing is absolutely going to moonshot. And that is going to be beautiful profit. And it looks like Uniswap is about to do that. So keep an eye on that 115 or that 515 target for it to break. All right, let's see what Bitcoin is doing here. You got a 10-minute close. You closed a red candle above your 200 SMA and above your equilibrium and above your fair value gap. So now, guys, if you want to know how to trade and set your stop losses, you would set it right below the fair value gap. So about 86,300 is where we would pretty much set the stop loss. I'm not going to because I'm on the live, but I'm definitely going to watch it. We're essentially in limbo on that equilibrium right now, which is not a bad thing. Where's the 5 minute? 5 minutes very, very overbought. 1 minute's got we'll see. We'll see what Bitcoin is doing. Let's just set an alert here so I know what is happening right here at about 86.3. All right, what else do we got here is, guys, Zcash is trending. ZEC, let's go. Yeah, this is a huge. I looked at this earlier, Zcash, and I didn't like how it broke the trend. And it is in a huge rounded bottom, guys. I think Zcash is about to melt and run. Love me, shout out to you. Just wait until speech happens. They're squeezing BTC right now. Thank you for your comment and support on the channel. $374. So ZEC is looking really, really good, guys. Like, I mean, very good. Even though we broke the uptrend, ZEC is looking like we are about to pop. We do need to break this 4-hour resistance here, though, on ZEC. And we haven't broken it. So once we break this, we're going to pretty much have more information. Fast Easy, how we doing? Thoughts on Radium? PMG, Roger Sanderson, please check ARK. Tesla. Okay, well, who's first? Tesla. See what Tesla's doing. Tesla is back testing the break. Tesla is back testing the break, guys. Let's see. Let me look at Tesla and our liquidity gaps here. Cold Cup, what is up? Shout out to you. We are back. In the shorter term. Shorter term. So Tesla. But I wouldn't be chasing along right now, guys, if you guys are not at along, by the way. Because Bitcoin pumped up a lot. We're kind of ranging in an equilibrium support. Boom, boom, boom. Tesla, you're looking at about 620. However, you do have resistance at your you have resistance here at your conversion line, guys, right here. So I would keep an eye on that resistance to about 602. All right, let's see what Bitcoin's doing here. Okay, so you're rejecting the equilibrium, but you're still above this conversion line. We'll see how this 4-hour closes, right? It's up to this 4-hour candle and 1-hour candle here. The reality is we got a full another session. So even if they come drop it down, let's say to about 86 again, London is probably going to pick it up. Because keep in mind, guys, this is also 18-hour bullish divergence. So this means the pump could last for 18 hours. Not pump, but drop pump. Slow uptrend pump. What did we hit here? 87.5. All right, Bitcoin, moment of truth. And we're still above that 15-minute here. And we're still on an uptrend. So you can see that Bitcoin is on an uptrend at the moment. Until that uptrend breaks, even if it came back down to here, it would retrace most likely and continue up, because keep in mind, 30-minute RSI, the 45-minute RSI, they all need to catch up to each other. That is a possibility. The 5-minute drop in. All right. What else are we looking at? ARC, Radium. Okay, we haven't looked at Radium for a bit. Radium is very, very bearish in the shorter term. I mean, in the longer term. Let's see. So Radium is hitting key resistance right now, guys. Really key resistance. If Radium breaks out, then Radium could run a lot. And what you're looking at, on Radium is Sinster. I love these coins. It looks like Radium's going to pump up to about 93-ish. You already pretty much 95, 93. All right, so the 4-hour closed on Bitcoin here, and we are taking off again, bouncing off of our equilibrium, kind of. So basically what Bitcoin did here is it back tested the fair value gap, which is why I put an alert on the fair value gap, because I wanted to see if it broke it. It did not break that fair value gap, so now longs are kind of being built in this area. So if anything, Bitcoin's probably just going to consolidate a bit and then push up into London. If we look at our 1 hour, our 1 hour MACD cross, this is where things are going to get fun, because now we know this is a real pump. It's not a pump and dump. It might be a slow pump until London, but the reality is our MACD is crossed up and we broke the conversion line. So, of course, it could be a pump and dump, right? Anything could happen, but you did break the conversion line, which is about 86.4. So because you broke 86.4, you're looking pretty good. ACT. Someone asked for H bar earlier. I haven't done it yet. I would say you're going to range pump a bit before London, because keep in mind, guys, Tokyo is accumulation. Yes, it pumped out of this region, but still, Tokyo has been an accumulation session. And typically, London has distributed, which means they've pumped the market. All right, H bar. What is H bar doing? Nothing. H bar is in a really big downtrend here. That would have been a nice long here around 10.3 to about 10.7. If I'm looking at H bar, right here, yeah, we're gonna move up to about 11.4. Again, you're gonna have a bit of resistance at your equilibrium, but about 11.4 in H bar, and you're gonna keep on running up to this area right here after you break your 11 target. Did Uniswap break out yet? Uniswap is getting ready to do some damage if it can break this resistance. It hasn't. Guys, set an alert on Uniswap. Set an alert on Uniswap, guys, because once it breaks this area right here at 515, we are going to pump all the way to 542. What do I say about Solana? About 125. Now, altcoins are going to chill out a bit, and Bitcoin is going to kind of lead the charge. I want to see if Dogecoin is breaking out or faking out. Okay, Dogecoin's looking okay. It is trying to push up in this area for sure. Yeah, I would say Doge is still going to run to that 13. Would have been a real nice long right here, about 12. All right, guys, hit that like button. Shout out to all the new people. If you're not in our app and our website, guys, I post trade setups. Every single trade setup has been profitable for December that we posted. Come on, Bitcoin, just push up. Just push up. Okay, so our 4 hours is moving up for another 3 hours and 53 minutes, guys. 4 hour MACD's pushing up. Stochastic RSI is pushing up. 1 hour is pushing up. So the 5-minute is coming down a bit, which is why Bitcoin's having a bit of trouble. But once that 5-minute is down, we should kind of flatten out a bit and then continue back up. Yeah, not looking too bad at all. Do you think Solana goes up? Yeah, Solana's going to go up in the shorter term. All right, let's look at this ACT. Shout out to Fit Rayan. And then we'll look at your Morpho. All right, guys, ACT. You've got to about 3.7. I could see ACT pump into about 3.7, 3.8. Is there even an opportunity here to get into a trade on ACT? Does that even make sense? Is 130 possible in Solana? Not as of right now following the channel. Yeah, ACT, quick scalp, right? As long as we hold this area right here on ACT, we are going to pump to roughly 3.5. That is very, very good profit. 17% if you're looking at a low cap coin. If it breaks 2.6, then we are going to drop. Pretty good profit. There's low volume on this move. Skeptical. The reason we are in low volume right now is because Tokyo is in accumulation session following the AMD pattern. And essentially AMD, Asia accumulate typically. Manipulation is normally London. Distribution is normally New York. However, lately, London has been distributing to the upside and New York has been manipulating all over the place. So we know that Tokyo is in accumulation because the first 1 hour candle was ranging, the 2nd hour candle, and then we had a bit of a move. So even though we're moving, we're still going to be consolidating, ranging in that move, right? All right, Morpho. Okay, Morpho, what are we doing here? 10-10, there you go. Who mentioned 10-10 earlier? So if we look at Morpho, it is looking good. Yeah, Morpho is looking okay. It's not looking too bad. So there's the top of the channel here on Morpho, $1.23. So I would say $1.23. So this could pump up to $1.23 because you're scalping it. Guys, let's smash that like button, guys. Let's run up this live. We're over 2 hours. Bitcoin is absolutely raging to the upside right now. Again, we're pushing for that 88.7 region. I want to break. We pretty much broke the equilibrium. Okay, Solana. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Solana hit the bottom here, 116. You're looking at about 126 on Sol. In that region, 126-ish. If you guys are not following me on X, guys, follow on x.com. We posted the Solana setup right here, Beast X Bitcoin. Make sure you guys follow this account. Let's get this trending. We're live as well, too. But all right, guys, so we need that 88. We need that 88 target. This is what we're looking at in our Bitcoin trade from the live. We opened this at the beginning of the live. We were at about $50 for the first half hour, and now we're about 634 with a stop loss at 84,000. Do I think BTC will crash today? No and yes at the same time. Bitcoin already dumped a lot. I don't know what I think at the moment, because here's the thing. We've got 18-hour bullish divergence. We're moving up potentially for another 13 hours-ish, okay, with this bullish dive. We're hitting the top of the channel in like literally probably a couple of hours, which is 2 candles. We're faking out right here. Again, something isn't adding up to me, and I personally feel like Bitcoin, and the daily's oversold now too, guys. I personally feel like Bitcoin could push this wick right here to 95K. Because if you look right here, you bounced off that conversion line on the daily. And typically what happens, guys, when you bounce the conversion line on the daily, this is very, very strong support. So typically what happens is you drop, you retrace, and then you continue back up, which would be which would be 95K if Bitcoin did that. I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to go to 95K. This is a downtrend, and we're in a downtrend, and it is a very strong downtrend. But if Bitcoin went to 95K, it would completely make sense. It will dump tomorrow to the CME gap. When CME closes, then we can trap it set up. All right, Sinster, we'll see how it goes, right? We need to break this up downtrend first. So here's it, man. If Bitcoin suddenly pumped to 90, I would be getting in an Aave short all day, right? So here's the peak points of resistance, really. Yeah, we kind of hit that. But first, before we talk about 95K, we need to talk about 89.5. Okay? 89.5 needs to be talked about first. Let's go, guys. Let's smash up that like button. I appreciate all of you on the live. All right, guys. So we're approaching 2 hours here. I'm gassed. I'm so exhausted right now. I do want to look at silver real quick. Make sure you guys join our live at 8 to 8:30 in the morning CST, Central Standard Time, where we top the hour for New York Open. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very important day. What's happening here? What am I doing? Silver? Sorry. I was so confused. I'm like, why doesn't that look like my chart? All right, there we go. You guys are running me to my tank of having no gas left. And guys, make sure you're signing up for our website, our app, beastlimitless.com. Okay, if you're not in it, go sign up now. It's free. I don't want money from you. Just join the community and post charts and come hang out. So again, if you're looking at silver, after analyzing this trend right here, the top on silver, would be about 125. I can't think of a username. New beginnings, fam. New beginnings. So yeah, we're looking at about 125 on silver, whatever the top is. I would say that would be the top of the market for sure. But silver just keeps on going up. Price discovery. So around 124-ish in that region. Okay, PALL. Yeah. XPD, PALL, like game over. This thing is going to fly all the way to 3,000. And could even possibly go higher. I would say about 3,700. That would have been a nice area to get XPD right here. Real nice area around $1,400. But if you're looking at the next, so we've got resistance right here. We've got a little uptrend channel on XPD. So I would say this is the top for now. We come back down to 1,800. Retrace unless it breaks out, then you're looking at about $2,000 on XPD. I'm going to have to do lives, guys, where I look over stocks, especially in the morning, and commodities and rare earth metals. A whale just opened at $400 million long on Bitcoin. $400 million long on Bitcoin. Wow. D. Robinson, I appreciate you. APT. Okay, let's look at APT on our liquidity gaps right here. Oh, yeah, APT would probably be a good to get off of the... I think Uniswap would probably be my favorite, but this little downtrend here on APT is... So once APT breaks out of this downtrend, it is good, but it is very, very weak. Oh, you know what? I could do shorts on stocks. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I could do short content on projects. Yeah, so APT isn't doing nothing. It is really in a downtrend, but it could pump all the way there if it breaks out, right? So if you get a breakout above 177, this could move a lot. I don't know. APT is really, really flat and kind of dead right now, but of course, anything could happen. All right, guys, I am cashed for tonight. Absolutely exhausted. So that has got to be it for me tonight. Make sure you guys join the app. I don't even know what. Join the app, guys. Join our website. It is 100% free. beastlimitless.com. Join it. Come say hi. I post trade setups in here. Come say hi in the pack chat. Post charts yourself. And then tomorrow in the morning, we will be covering the chaos. Does prop accounts let you short? Absolutely, long and short. Tomorrow we will be covering the chaos, guys, on our New York session, okay? New York session. So go sign up, beastlimitless.com, guys. It is free, 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 free. We want somebody to keep the community together. And that's all I got for you guys today. Set your stop losses and profit. Also, when you go to beastlimitless.com, if I've called trades and you've made profit from it, go put it in the win section, guys. Post all your trades in the win section, okay? Set your stop losses and profit. Do not be greedy, all right? Have a good night. Stay blessed. We'll see you in the morning, 8 a.m. to around 8:30 CST.